Alrighty, all of our coffee water ready to go. One of our Grail geopresses, filters, ready to refill. This is how we transport our water. So it goes on top of the cabinet that we just showed you Karen loading up. It'll get strapped in. And that's that. And we've got another one over here. It's not closed yet because I'm still working on it. That's our coffee on top of the other cabinet. Saving space. Good morning, everybody. Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder, and today we are on our way to Shenandoah National Park. We're going to be staying at the Big Meadows Campground. We're going to be meeting my sister Frankie and her husband Chris. We're going to be staying 2 or 3 days and checking out some of the trails that we haven't been on, hopefully. Just enjoying the day. So, anyhow, here we go. Yeah. Shannon and I just stopped at Starbucks. We're on our way to Shenandoah. It's one of the stops that we make whenever we make this trip to get some coffee. We've been up since what? What time did she get up? I think 2. She got up at 2. She wanted to get some work done, work on the video, some of the YouTube videos and stuff that we have. Anyway, so we stopped at Starbucks, but one share. This is the egg and what's it called? You can talk with your mouth full. I've heard you do it before. Gruyere? Gruyere, yes. With the bacon. And I wanted to try this because I had to try to stay away from the bread. I love the sandwiches, but I had to stay away from the bread. And they're actually pretty good. She got the bacon and Gouda. Yeah. Yummy. Anyhow, we usually stop there to get some coffee because we've been up since dark with her. Yeah. Like I said, she's been up since 2. Caramel macchiato. I woke up, the first time I woke up was around 3, and I decided, no, I'm not getting up yet. So I laid in bed until about 4, and I got up. But yeah, so it is now, what time is it right now? 9:17. Yeah, so yeah. Day's halfway over. Yeah, for us it's like lunchtime. So we stopped there and got some coffee, and thought we would share that with you. All right. That is my nifty National Park pass holder. I got that last year in Walnut Canyon. There you go. There's my National Park pass. And we are getting ready to enter Shenandoah National Park. This is the entrance from the northern entrance, the most northern entrance of the park. Front Royal. Yeah, Front Royal. As you can see, everything's full except for Matthew's arm and Loft Mountain. Good morning.
Question for you.
Yeah.
When it comes time to renew this, where can we get that done within the park?
You can do it at any of our entrance stations. Yep.
But at the entrance station rather than the visitor center.
Yes, definitely the entrance station, not the visitor center.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
This year, because of my age, I turned 62 this year. We get to buy
Karen qualifies for the lifetime pass.
right. So it will be the last time that I have to pay for a national park pass, which are I think $80 a year.
Yeah. But
but
worth it because
yeah, well worth it for us because we come here at least, gosh,
several times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Shenandoah, I think, just went up to $35 a car, which is well worth it. It supports the park.
right. And we used our national park pass in the Grand Canyon. I mean, there's a lot of national monuments and parks that we have gone to this past year that it just more than paid for our entrance fee. So anyhow, but gosh, and that's what old age gets you, those kinds of cool passes, right? But one of the things Shannon and I always do when we get to Shenandoah is we do like a bet. And what the bet is what mile marker are you going to see a deer?
Yeah, because it's not if you're going to see
You're
deer
going to see them.
in Shenandoah. It's when
Right.
are you going to see the deer in Shenandoah.
So, Shannon, what mile marker?
I'm feeling 26 today.
Okay, I'm going to say mile marker 38. All right. What'd you say?
26
and 38. We'll see who was right. We're at the Dickey Ridge Visitor Center, and the reason, this is kind of another tradition for us. We always stop here, and the reason is it always reminds me about my daughter. So.
Because the first time that we visited Shenandoah, Jessica came and hiked with us.
Yep. So I have
pretty cool.
good memories here. All right.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this? It's squishy. What?
Zoe, you should get one of these for Ruby. A little skunk.
Look, Daddy, they have two.
I see that.
And they have this one, for trivia. They have National Parks.
All right, so we just left Dickey Ridge Visitor Center, and again, it's just one of our rituals to stop there. And like we said, our very first trip to Shenandoah was with my daughter Jessica, who lives out in California. I don't get to see her a whole lot. And we went to, we did the Hawksbill Summit Trail that particular day. And it was hot. It was in July.
Really hot.
Yeah, it was a real hot day. But we absolutely fell in love with Shenandoah then.
Yeah.
For years and years and years, I wanted to see what the Skyline Drive was. I'd heard about it. I'd heard it was a beautiful drive. And I used to have to make a trip up and down 81 from Pennsylvania down into Virginia a couple times a year. I used to have to make that trip, and I would see the signs off of 81 saying Skyline Drive. So anyhow, finally, I was like, you know, we need to go. And so we did, and we took my daughter, and that's why I have such a good memory there. But I just wanted to let you guys know.
We did the hike, and then we had lunch up at Big Meadows, and that was really cool.
That's another, yeah. So
Because
these always make me feel closer to her for some reason.
the storm. Do you remember the storm coming in?
Oh yeah.
When we got to watch at the top of the mountain the storm roll in. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. All right. All right. So this drive is just, if you're ever in Virginia, in this area, if you can catch the Skyline Drive through Shenandoah, it is a beautiful, beautiful drive, and you can take this drive all the way through Shenandoah, and then down the Blue Ridge Parkway. It connects to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is another spectacular drive. So if you like the scenic route, that's the way to go through Virginia. All right, like I said, if you ever are in Virginia, this takes you from Charlottesville, Virginia.
In the south entrance, the most southern entrance is
Of the
right
Blue Ridge
outside,
Parkway.
right outside of Charlottesville.
Right. So
And then it comes up, and Front Royal is the northern entrance.
Right.
And I think it's 110 miles. Takes about 3 hours to drive it. We've drove it a few times the entire way, and it's even if it adds to the trip, we always try to do Skyline Drive if we have to go north to south or whatever.
right, and to do the Blue Ridge Parkway all the way up to Front Royal, from Charlottesville to Front Royal. It does take longer. You're going to add some time to your
Yeah,
trip.
well, we did that.
Did that once.
Yeah.
And it did add a couple hours to our trip, but we didn't have to go up Interstate 81, which 81's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And we got to see just beautiful pull-offs and scenery the whole way. And that's
Trees instead of tractor trailers.
yes. And we did do the pull-offs all the way up, and that's why it took a little longer, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful way to travel. So anyhow, thought we'd share that. So again, like I said, every turn there is beauty, and I think there were about 75 pull-offs just 72 just on the Skyline Drive. That doesn't include the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's just on the Skyline Drive through here, through the Shenandoah. But you can see people are pulled off. This one is not particularly good, but most of them have absolutely stunning views of the mountains and the valleys and the towns, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful drive, if you can see out the window here. Okay, so the last time that we were here meeting with my sister and Chris was last May.
Rapid Dam Camp, when we did Rapid Dam Camp, wasn't it?
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I think it was May.
Yes, because it was cold. We were surprised. It was May, you're right.
Yeah. One of the things that we did with them that we really, really enjoyed doing was we went in as the sun was getting ready to set. We drove down the Skyline Drive to one of the overlooks and pulled off, and we got out and we sat at the overlook and watched the sunset, and it was just stunning, beautiful.
And cold.
It was seriously cold. This was May.
Yeah, we had on hats, puffy jackets. It was cold.
Yeah, I had a blanket wrapped around us, but yeah, it was chilly. But that's one of the things that you can do all along the drive here. There's lots of places to get out and enjoy that. So, okay, so there's a lot of people that like to bike this drive, and it would be pretty challenging. And there's a lot of up and down here, mostly up.
Well, pretty much.
I mean, you're on the incline from the time you hit the northern entrance and
Big Meadows.
even the southern entrance. You're on a gradual climb to Big Meadows, which is pretty much the center of Skyline Drive and in the highest point, I believe, of Skyline Drive. So you're on the uphill, but you see a lot of people biking this. And you do have to watch out for them to make sure you don't run over them. So. Okay, folks, mile marker 14. Where is he?
Did he take off?
Yeah, he took off. Alright, that's mile marker 14 is where we saw our first deer. He must have shot back into the woods.
We were both wrong.
Darn it.
I was closer though.
Yeah, you were closer. Alright, there you go. Okay, again, this is one of the pull-offs. It is a beautiful area. I'm going to get out and videotape a little bit here. So this is one of the pull-offs here. You can see there's people pulled off. But it's beautiful. And like I said, there are, I think, 72 pull-offs. But look how far out you can see. Okay, so it's supposed to cloud up and possibly start raining later on. And it is clouding up. If you look at the temperature, what? 59 degrees.
It was 98 last week.
Yeah, it was 98 last week. It was in the 70s when we first started up the mountain. So, there you go. Oh, looks like we have some horses out on trail today. He looks a little tired, doesn't he?
He does. He looks unhappy about
Yeah,
his
look, he's like,
current-
hey, that grass looks good. Let me stop here and eat some grass. Alright, so we've made it up to Big Meadows. We're looking at possible rain here soon, but we're just going to make the best of it.
Did you want to stop here or not? Alright, so we're going into the Big Meadows wayside, but wanted to note
Is there a hiker in here? All right, so we are in the Big Meadows area. This is one of the campground or camp stores, and they have all kinds of supplies here. And we noticed that there's some AT2 hikers who have stopped in, but you could resupply pretty easily here. They have meals, food, backpacking meals, and all kinds of things that you might need.
All right, so we stopped at the Wayside
Yes.
at Big Meadows, and
We always get a magnet when we come here. So this is the magnet we picked up this time.
Right.
And we have designated this wall for all of our Shenandoah trips.
yeah, or duplicates. If we've been someplace more than once, it goes on the side.
Right. So that's our one for here.
Because up here, that was our first one. That was our very first magnet, which kind of started a trend that every time we go somewhere, we add the magnets. So this is all of Fran's adventures so far. This is our out west trip, this middle panel.
All the state parks.
Yep. It's an experience. Every magnet is an experience. So, and then while we were out west, Karen started finding
The geo markers, I think is what they're called.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so we found one today for Shenandoah, so we're going to stick it up here.
Yep, so we
There
have
we go. So we have
Shenandoah,
Shenandoah,
Bandolier.
Bandolier. This is the Petrified Forest. This is the Grand Canyon. That Sunset Crater, and that's El Morro. So those are the ones we have found so far. All right. I found me the bigger GSI pant. I have the smaller one that we use, but I thought, well, this would be nice to have. Like, for example, we may end up having to use it on this trip because it's going to rain quite a bit. So we might have to cook over the stove a little bit more. All right, cool. All right, so we have made it to Big Meadows Campground. You can hear our neighbors back there pulling in. Anyway, we are staying here for 3 nights.
Yep.
Okay, so tonight we have to stay at a site. Well, the site that we wanted to get was only available for 2 of the nights. We had to pick another site for tonight, which is right across from where we're going to be staying the next 2 nights. We pulled in, and I noticed the people that were on the site we're going to tomorrow, they're packing up. So I was like, okay, I think they're leaving. So I walked over and I asked them politely, I said, are you guys packing up to leave? And he says, oh yeah. He says, we're taking off. We decided to leave a day early. So we were like, awesome. I mean, yeah.
we don't have to move this site.
Yeah, so we were like, cool. I said, okay. I said, well, we went up to the park ranger's office and we said, you know, is it okay if we just go ahead and take this site tonight because they're leaving? And she was like, yeah, sure,
Nope.
go ahead.
She's like, worked out for you.
Exactly. So we actually get to stay on the site we wanted to stay on for all 3 nights, and we can set up everything tonight instead of waiting to do everything tomorrow. So
And
anyhow,
we
that worked out.
discovered that the people who are vacating the site actually only live about 30 minutes away from us.
So we were like, cool, you guys are our neighbors. So all right.
Another thing that we found up at the Wayside was Shenandoah themed beers that we are going.
IPA, Big Meadow, and Bear Fence, Limberlust
Yep.
Lager.
So we'll be having a taste test a little bit later on.
Yep.
Karen's getting us some outside inside set up.
Yep. That way we can sit out here if it's raining. Which we might do. So we are gonna try the Big Meadows IPA, and these are some beers that we picked up down at the Wayside store.
Yeah.
Here at the Big Meadows Campground to try out. Frankie's gonna be one of our taste testers. See, she can't wait because she just had a really bad beer, so she's waiting for a decent 0 carbs. That was horrible.
There you go. How's that?
All right,
All
ready?
right, let's
We're gonna
try
let you know how this turns out.
beer
Does
number
it say where
one.
it's made?
Yeah, it does somewhere. on
Big
there.
Meadows IPA.
Oh, let me bring it
Oh my gosh, who taught you how to pour beer?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, painful.
I'll give you this one without any head. How's that?
Thank you.
All
I'll
right.
take the first one.
So this is made by, let's see, who's the brewery?
Can you see it?
Oh, that's a government warning right there on that side.
Well, it's a national park. Thank you again.
It doesn't say.
It's
Wait a
gotta
minute,
say.
down at the bottom it does. Craft beer brewed with Shenandoah Valley spring water by Basics City Beer Company in Waynesboro, Virginia.
Virginia, cool.
All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
All right.
Okay, here we go, guys.
All right,
Big Meadows.
You gotta smell it. And the flavor is to swirl it. I think that.
Ooh,
It's not wine.
it's spicy.
Very hoppy.
Yes.
Like-
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll just come for the taste test.
Okay.
She's just here.
All right, so now next up is called a Limberlost Lager. Now, anybody who knows Shenandoah knows that there is the Limberlost Trail here. That's why this is called Limberlost Lager. So anyhow, we are going to all try this.
Now, did you see how smoothly Karen poured that beer?
No, I did not. I wasn't watching. Don't judge me.
I just want to smell it.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Much better.
Yeah, much
Less
better.
weightier, less hoppy.
Definitely like a lager, much better.
All right. So,
And
so
this
far,
one is also, wait a minute. This is, yeah, same company. Same company's producing
all right.
that one.
So far, this is in the lead.
Yes. A long shot.
And you gotta sing.
All right. So it's Frankie's birthday.
On the top of the package.
Oh yeah.
I need. I am not. I can't read.
To you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Notes.
Happy birthday.
Now wait a minute. When it was your birthday, we were actually in Shenandoah,
Yeah.
and Frankie called and sang the song, and we made her sing it again so we could record it and use it against her.
Yes.
What was that? What did you say that was?
It's your birthday. Ba-da-da.
Are you gonna sing that to her?
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I love her more.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, I thought you were gonna give her the cool one first.
No, she's getting the cool one last.
Oh, okay. This is the not cool one?
Yeah.
This is the not cool one.
God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there for the present too.
That's a good idea.
Save money.
Because she's all about opening it well in advance.
Oh, I know that. Believe me, I know myself.
Well, you might be able to use these tonight.
We may have done that in tandem in our past. What do you think, Buster? Should we open the rest? I don't know. Oh, I almost bought myself some of these.
No.
Yes! Score! Warm
And
feet!
they have the hard bottoms so you can wear them around the campground.
Nice.
Yeah.
Karen found these.
Yes. I wanted them for myself.
Yeah,
I
and
did.
and well, you'll see. Yeah, you're gonna be jealous, Chris. You're gonna be jealous.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
ready?
These are also possibly for camping.
Or possibly not.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might just be needing them for all kinds of things.
Mmm. She'll love those.
Oh wait! They get better. They get better.
Buster will love that. Oh.
They're my Dolly Parton shoes. Love is like a butterfly. I'm gonna be Dolly Parton. Just be
This
When
is
you
jealous.
walk, they light up. I said, oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
Okay, Dolly, you be jealous, girlfriend.
All right.
You find those.
All right. Let's see them. Purdy. Yeah. Who needs headlamps? We'll just follow Frankie.
Follow me.
If y'all want to walk over here at night, you're going to have lights.
She's got to wear those. She has to wear them if she's coming over.
That's who they were here when we got here. I'll be there for you.